I am now live. It says that on the thing. You are now live. Hey, welcome. Blessings, everyone. I am making this quick video from my office this morning, or that's actually this afternoon now, around something that I hope it helps. And it's really around relationships. And if you have someone in your life who you feel like they're draining to you, I hear this a lot in sessions with people that, there's people in our lives that we have that are draining or that we worry about. So if you have someone in your life like that and you feel like it's impacting you and your experience of your life in a negative way, then this is particularly for you. And if you're someone who serves in a role of as like a healer, a person, a leader in the healing arts, maybe you're a coach or you're a counselor, or you're a teacher of some kind, a spiritual teacher, a body worker, an energy healer, whatever your thing is, you work with people, and this is going to be really important for you as well. Okay, so the big thing I want to say is this. Stop rescuing people. Stop it. Stop rescuing people. I'll never forget the day when I was like 16 and I came home, surprised my mom by coming home because I wasn't supposed to be home, and she was still home and hadn't, gotten her clothes on to go interviewing. She was supposed to be interviewing, looking for job interviews. This was a long time ago, but this was a moment for me in which when I got home and I saw that yet again she hadn't done what she said she was going to do, and that, I can't fix her. I really got that. I was like, I cannot fix her. I can't save her. And luckily, it's been a long time since then. I'm 44 now. That was back when I was 16. My mom's amazing. She's been sober for many, many years. But this is just an example of, what the conditions that can be part of our lives that make us into these rescuers. When we grow up and there were people in our lives that seemed like they needed to be rescued, whether it be because we had parents who were in active drug and alcohol addiction, or whether we had parents that were depressed or anxious or abusive or whatever, but they were in some way in need of rescuing, we thought. So that we have some sense of control, so we have some sense of agency in our lives, we pick up the task of rescuing. And then we keep doing it in our adult lives, and it doesn't work. If you have someone in your life who's coming to you with problems, feeling crappy, right, or troubled in a relationship or something like that, just think about it. How quick is your reaction to rescue them? To try to keep them from feeling a particular way, or to try to keep them from doing something that you think isn't good for them. Because there's this sweet space that we need to learn to occupy if we're ever really going to be present for another human being. And the first piece is just to realize that that person is in front of you is capable. They're no one to pity, and they're in no less more responsible or capable than you are. Likely that's true unless you're dealing with someone who has a serious mental illness, in which case that's all, a whole nother video. But we're just talking garden variety. You have people in your life that you feel like they drain you, and part of it could be you need to edit the relationship a little bit, but part of it could also be this, that you're rescuing them rather than being with them, and they're two different things. When someone you love or care about is expressing discomfort in their lives, what's your knee-jerk reaction? Do you try to fix it? Do you reason with them? Do you give them advice? Do you try to relate in a desperate attempt to ease the tension? What if you allowed yourself just to be present with that person and not with no agenda to fix or change anything about them, but just to hear, just to be a witness and a loving witness to what they're experiencing? It's like a whole nother level of relationship. And it's what we need to do and what we need to get better at if we ever want to make a big, impact in the world, if we ever want to work a lot with others. People are fraught with messy emotions and busy minds. And, if we're feeling like every time that person talks to us, and they share something hard or they're telling us about their struggles, that we have to go in and fix them, oh my God, it's so tiring. You actually don't have to fix anyone. It isn't your job. And who are you to judge anyone as needing anything, really? I mean, you can make that judgment, but ultimately, it's in the person feeling that they are trusted. It's in that person feeling that they are okay as they are, that they have connection to their high self, to their true self, to the part of them that's going to see them through this. So stop rescuing people. And that shows up as advice giving. It shows up as being quick to commiserate or being quick to relate. It shows up as giving, any way in which you're trying to cut that person off from having their experience or change it for them is a form of fixing. And instead of doing that, just listening, maybe mirroring back what you hear. You look really stressed out, and I hear you're troubled about what you're going to do with that situation at work. But you don't have to do anything more than that. Often that's what people are most needing. And if you're doing that, there's no way in which you're doing anything weird with your energy, that's going to exhaust and deplete you. And then the second piece here is obvious, like I said earlier, some relationships in our lives, we may decide not to be in them anymore, or we want to edit them because of the nature of negativity, the patterning that's going on there for that person. And so that's fine too. But watch for the ways that you rescue, and watch for the ways that you fix, and watch for the ways in which you try to keep people from having their hard feelings, because it's the only way they're ever going to grow, just like it's the only way you ever grow. To try to keep someone from their challenging feelings, our kids, our partners, our friends, whoever, is a serious disservice to their growth and to them really finding and uncovering more and more of their purpose. So the real act of love is to step back from rescuing and start to trust. And to show that trust through deep listening, maybe reflecting back what you hear. And then, moving forward in a way that's in alignment with you and what's resonant and what feels good for you. But I hope that helps. I hope that serves you today. Comment below if it did. And sending you so much love and many, many blessings. Namaste.